The presence of a Mercedes G-Class here definitely draws attention, but with this excellent scene, your imagination will run wild. This video will show the reconstruction of the German Cube. Latest key of attention, Mercedes G-Class G63 model 2022. But before we dive in, first make sure you're subscribed to the channel and then let's go. They'll be taking the car from inside a transport truck. The car is tilted right, so they lifted it from the side and will pull it onto a wooden beam to raise the wheel. He'll try to charge the battery and start the engine, but the broken engine oil cooler leaks onto the ground. They'll continue towing with the chain after the engine died. It's true the car is damaged, but it still has a certain prestige. The other side is what slows down the towing. With the forklift, he'll lift it a little, then place the square towing wheels underneath. He'll slowly turn the car and position it for a clear shot. Let's take a tour around the car. The major damage is on the right side. The accident completely broke the suspension, the oil line, the brakes are gone, and the outer metal is crumpled. The fender was clearly dented at the front. The front bumper was also completely dislodged, and on the other side, the bumper is totally destroyed, and its metal support bar is broken. Also, the fender that overlaps the light frame is not there underneath. The oil cooler is broken. The wide fender cover is broken and completely detached. The entire fender is completely crumpled. The fender flares are missing from all wheels. It was probably removed in the storage yard. The driver's door glass is broken, and there's a dent in the front bodywork. This might necessitate a completely new door, and the mirror is, of course, shattered. He will then replace the towing wheels and push the vehicle into the workshop. However, it's not suitable for the inclined ramp. He'll then lift it, bringing a movable hydraulic scissor lift. He will push the car with a forklift and raise the wheel's position using a wooden block. The car is now on the frame machine, and work will begin. The four wide fender flares, the bumper with its iron bar, and the left fender, all these parts together cost $7,000. The rear bumper wasn't an issue, but the deal was for all the parts as a set. He'll start cleaning the interior of the broken glass. He'll remove the large piece first, then unscrew the wiper bolts and take them out. He'll clean the dashboard surface and completely scrape off the glass adhesive. He'll lift the broken panel and continue to the very edges. He'll pull out the entire adhesive line. And this process is very tedious. He'll notice some scratches on the leather. He'll cut a small piece at first with the razor. Then he'll scrape the rest with a flat tool. The pitting and scratching on the leather will force them to completely dismantle the dashboard and remove its surface for renewal. He'll first steam clean the area, then polish the entire interior, removing dust from the carbon-packed version, still with factory stickers. He'll remove all floor mats, then vacuum and clean the rear upholstery. He will unscrew 4 screws, then lift the rear cover. He'll remove the car's battery from beneath and replace it with a new one. He'll just connect power to the interior, and the beautiful Mercedes lights will show. Body testing. The car's interior is sporty yet very luxurious. He'll turn, remove the mirror, and lower the control unit and ceiling lights. He'll open the roof handle clips, collecting all roof parts in a dedicated box. The pillars have Alcantara covers. He'll remove them, then detach the side covers from each side by pressing. He'll pull down the headliner, unclip it, and remove it from the car. The upholstery around the impact area is still in good condition. Here, the exposed metal roof panel has sound-reducing strips distributed on it, along with several horizontal support bars for the structure. Additionally, the sunroof frame, its motor, and all its wiring are present. He will begin by disassembling the center console, then remove the rear AC vents and unscrew 2 bolts from underneath them. There are 2 screws, then he'll remove a side cover, and the console will come out easily. Here, he'll remove all of the car's interior upholstery. Not all cars use foam or this large amount of insulation inside. He'll unfasten the pedals and remove the door panel. After unscrewing, the rest is snap-fitted, and with that, the car will be completely empty. The interior is now stripped down to the bare minimum. Literally new. The arrangement here is crucial for the part, otherwise assembly will be a nightmare. But the car's interior design is simple and clear. Next, they'll remove the dashboard from the side, where there are 2 screws, and there are also several screws under the steering wheel, near the hood. He'll remove the leather strap and unscrew a screw from the front. He'll forcefully move the dashboard and then go to the front by the hood. He'll remove the support bar from its place with pliers. He'll disconnect the power steering oil hoses from the steering box. Then he'll move a piece that was blocking the exit path. After that, they'll be able to pull the dashboard out of the car. They certainly have extensive experience disassembling many models, but they always work without instructions. So they practically removed everything from inside in record time. After almost half a day, he'd return to the roof area. He'll unscrew a set of screws holding the iron bar and pull out the sunroof with its mechanism. And here, the steps for removing the internal components are complete. While waiting for the metal parts, they will then raise the scissor jack. The car will be secured with stable jacks from each side underneath, and they'll tighten their giant bolts from under the floor. He will be removing the wheel's central cover, which is made of a single piece of plastic and is secured from behind by 5 screws. It requires a specific large-sized screwdriver bit and can be easily removed without applying excessive torque. He will then proceed to remove the wheels and firmly secure the remaining car chassis. He will also remove the sole front wheel, whose rim is completely and utterly destroyed. He will lower the car onto the jack stand and move the jack away. He will start to remove the metal bar from underneath. The new parts have arrived, including the front windshield frame and the side panel for the car's body. Also the lower section, including the sill. The most significant damage during shipping was to the new roof panel, which was bent as if it had been in an accident. The metal layer here is quite thin, so it easily got dented. They quickly decided it would be beyond repair for them. A shipping company's error cost them over $2,000. They'll start removing the black tape securing the roof panel to the car's frame. He'll remove the cover over the tape, then use a grinder to cut the line. This is a very robust installation method from Mercedes. It's a thin iron strip with very strong adhesive on it. He will bring the tension rod and start adjusting the area repeatedly. Then he will pull the sagging roof lip along the car's length. He will bring a ladder over a meter tall. This will greatly ease their work on a tall car like this. The current task is to separate the 2 layers, but separating this damaged part will take immense effort from them. He'll immediately begin separating the layers with the saw. He'll cut horizontally along the ceiling line. He'll completely cut the ceiling panel from its place. This saw operates using air pressure. He'll also use an electric saw. They'll do all they can to separate the ceiling. He'll cut an inch beyond the black adhesive line. This process will certainly take a long time. And finally, he'll push the roof layer from the inside. The panel will easily detach after cutting all its edges, falling away from the car. A truly unusual sight to see it revealed. He told them they wasted time pulling from this small section. The plan is to make openings along the roof's angle. He'll remove the exhaust passage from the side, and on the other side, he'll remove the damaged sill plate. He'll remove the long plastic cover and pull out the exhaust boxes from the side. Then he'll secure the front pillar with a tension strap, and with the same pulling angle, he'll also secure the middle pillar. A car chassis like this is definitely very sturdy, so it's extremely hard to move without intense pressure. The planks will be pulled and fastened tightly. Then, with the saw, he will cut the damaged corner from the front. And from this side, he'll cut precisely at the pillar's end, detaching the roof frame from the car's front section. The hardest step was cutting the front iron bar. This will allow the doors to return to their place. The ceiling damage took a huge amount of time, but we're still halfway to a complete fix. The team will temporarily pull back to here, but they can't continue with this injured monster alone. Why say Ambit? You see, they'll wait for him to come back. Then he'll unlock the doors again. He'll start pulling the post from the middle. He'll press the iron bar from the car's center. He'll pull the chain until the hydraulic column bends.
Oh, and from the very first glance, it was quite obvious.
This was expected to happen. The chassis they had wasn't the best in terms of design style. The main issue is that it doesn't take up a fixed or large space. Then he'll mount a metal clamp from the roof, decorated underneath. He'll secure the strap around the strut. وزيلة السيلر سفان parallel to the rear bumper. And with a chain from beneath the car, the chassis will be firmly secured to the machine's front base. They'll then begin a dual pull on the upper section. He'll start removing the roof's surrounding cover with a grinder. He'll cut the dividing line, then sand the welds, and then use a drill. He'll chisel all the circles. Then he'll pry apart the iron layers. He'll repeat these steps along the whole ceiling. He removes the excess outer piece and cuts the pillar from its base, but he won't shape the car's side frame until the new roof arrives. He'll then undo the weld line for the front windshield frame. There are roughly 50 weld spots in this section. He'll separate all the layers. He'll direct heat from inside the hood and remove the insulating sealant layer. He smooths its surface completely. Then he removes the iron layer and pulls it out. He quickly snaps off the front pillar's outer layer. They check the new frame size. After that, all the outer layers are removed. From above, the remaining cut pieces are taken off. They lower the new frame from the front and it fits perfectly, but the pillars still need to be tightened. Next, they bought a 6-piston caliper. Also, the brake disc is sporty and perforated. And here's the giant brake system. At the time, a shipment arrived with large parts. It had many parts they needed to replace, among them the oil cooler bracket and all the front suspension parts. They only bought 3 coolers, and they'll still be missing one. The cost for all these parts was $4,000. Then he'll install the support bar above the front of the roof. There are about 4 solid iron pieces spanning the entire roof's width. With the drill, he'll make holes in the remaining front pieces. He'll tap it to free it from its jammed position. He removes the second part from the right side. He'll quickly try to install the new bar in its place. He bought a new door for the driver's side, because the old door, if you recall, had a big dent in the metal itself. He'll pull the front pillar while installing the iron bar, to precisely shape its edges to match the rest of the chassis. He'll tap the joint where the bar meets the side frame. Then he'll place the new windshield frame on it. He'll still need to widen the pillar more. He'll pull the pillar as he mounts the top metal piece. You will tap and straighten the upright from its bottom grip. He'll remove the excess piece from the cot, and then reattach the front frame as he never wants to pull the upright more than needed. They'll remove the protection. The entire roof from above will expose all the external steel layers. They'll sweep the sanding debris and work on the rear bar above the trunk. They'll remove all the welds in this area and cut the outer panel at the corner. After that, he will test the new complete side frame in its position. He will bring all the tools he has in his workshop, and he will completely remove the entire side body cover. He will check the front bar and then install the brand new door. Here he tries the measurements, makes adjustments, and installs the new parts multiple times. He will lift the new roof up, then tap its edges to seal them to the car's body. It was of course exhausting work, taking them continuous hours, and then the new components are fully assembled but without any fastening yet. The fit of the front door is very important. Secondary, pistaka Cindy. Because here the ceiling corner was completely destroyed on the other side. He attached each new piece to the original above. They will need to adjust the lip of the rear metal bar, but this is a simple task compared to the long journey they've made. Rushing the bodywork is never going to be helpful. Exactly 2 months after Dukke entered the garage, they will remove the roof. Tim will weld the front iron bar and the outer dividing line. He'll mark a straight line to trim the excess side frame. He'll place a straight strip and cut the area with a grinder. He'll cut the excess piece and remove the metal side cover. He'll smooth the area and sand it from underneath. And he'll direct heat onto the metal flange, burns it completely, breaks it and removes it, drills the weld spots on the new part, and removes the paint from around the holes. He will install the door and then cut the piece from the top. He will cut an additional piece from the car's sill box. He will prime the doors from the inside and also the new piece's edges. He will then start welding the 2 pieces together. After that, he will sand the surface of the weld line. And this area is nearing completion, he will test the doors opening multiple times. He'll then move to the other side, removing all remaining door insulation from the entire side. Now this area is ready for the new frame. He secures the frame from the front and marks the locations for the new weld points. With the drill, he then perforates all the edges of the piece and applies primer to them, as is customary. He will install it in its final position, then return the 2 doors to their place, only to quickly remove them again. Then, the marathon of creating weld points throughout the entire area will begin. This process certainly took them several hours, but ultimately it was executed perfectly. The final major step in this project is the installation of the new roof. The specialized drill for making welding holes on the 4 roof lines is ready. Over 100 weld points for this giant part of the frame. They spray rust inhibitor on all edges and mounting points on the car. They'll work on the front frame at the same time and lift it into place. Then they'll apply the mounting paste to the edges. They hold the entire roof with clamps and weld the area with a suitable welding machine to create very strong weld points. And for the first time in months, the car stands on its wheels again, not perfectly intact, but without an outer body, and its appearance is truly terrifying. They will still need to sand all these weld spots and smooth all the surfaces of the new part, and some of these areas will have putty applied before painting. But there are still areas needing some welding. The entire front frame. They follow the same steps as the rest of the car. Yes, the steps are hard, but they're clear. Then they mix the filler or putty and apply smooth layers to the middle and on all car parts that need putty. After that, they sand the surface completely and also apply putty on the door frame and on all car frames or openings. This putty sanding step is quite tricky, but they performed it here with true professionalism. They test the door lock and the gap distances here. At this point, the dashboard arrives. They'll unwrap it, bring its metal frame, and connect the 2 parts. They fasten, press, and secure each piece into its position. Afterward, they clean the interior and lift the dashboard into place. It's secured with screws from every corner. They put together the car's parts so they can start the engine. The floor mats go back into their proper place. After that, the gas pedal and all the control units. The central console مخشيسية دايرة كوال of course ما برسه. The hardware code must be installed. And finally, the car seats have ample interior space, so working on them isn't as tiring as with sport versions. He will press start, but nothing will happen.
Hey, he'll get the key, and it will generate electricity. He'll try to turn it on again. There's a problem with the connections. The electricity's power button is faulty.
He will check the fuses, then he'll run the diagnostic computer. He tried many attempts, but there was no response. So, the solution is the hardest. It's taking a step back up. He first checks all the plug connections before thinking of removing the entire dashboard. And indeed, he finds a plug that was in its correct place but not fully connected. He knew when he pressed it and heard the click of the lock, before attempting to start it again, he would install all the small coolers back into their proper places. He will then drain the remaining engine oil and proceed to fill it with fresh new oil. The G-Class, specifically in its newer models, typically requires about 9 liters of oil. He will try to start it again. There are no exhaust boxes here, so the sound will be a bit strange. The sight of this black and white smoke is due to the fluids that have accumulated in the combustion chamber. The car will then be moved out of the garage and the roof will be polished. Afterward, the car will be prepped and ready for its paint application. And with that, the full reconstruction of the G-Class will be complete.
So, this car has a truly beautiful design, and its every interior detail shows you what Mercedes truly is.